All right, guys, how's it going? East Bang was out here. We're talking today all about one thing, Megabass lures in general. But today we are focusing on the Megabass Flap Slap. Now, if you guys haven't seen the Flap Slap, it's been around for a while. Today we're talking about the LBO. We're not going to talk about the original very much. We're going to talk about the LBO. It's one of the new lures on the market, and I'm going to tell you the pros, the cons, how I like them. We've been testing them and fishing them for over a year, more so towards a year and a half. Done fairly well with certain types of things. I want to talk to you about what I did well, how I did well, the different conditions or times that I did very well, and talk about some of those things, talk about some of the things that I didn't do so well with these. So let's get straight to it, guys. The next thing I guess I want to explain is, I guess I'll start off here. These cast out a lot better than the original Flap Slaps. 3/8 ounce is what they weigh, 3/8 ounce is what these weigh. The difference is these are tungsten, so there's a tungsten ball in there. LBO stands for linear bearing oscillator system, and it's a very cool concept. I like it a lot. Works really well. So essentially, Flap Slaps are fished like a crankbait, but they're also fished like a jerkbait. If you've ever fished the X-Rap by Rapala, very similar. So they've got that broader sunfish profile. They're very much like fishing, a 110 junior. In a lot of ways, they weigh the exact same amount, and you can crank them, slow crank, medium cranks. You can go from, one speed to another, so you can go and burn it, pause it, burn it, pause it, or you can burn it, slow it down, burn it, slow it down. Different things to create different reactions. Those have been productive for me, but at the same time, always wanting to use it like a jerk bait. So adding some of those jerks into your cadence, or just straight up going out and fishing it like a jerk bait, sometimes gets more attention than fishing it like a crankbait. Let's talk about some of the modifications, and I know I'm kind of all over the place, but modifications as far as the Flap Slap goes, I wouldn't change out the hooks, but what I would do is take the back hook out and add some feather on it, some white feathers, black feathers, some emulator flash, real simple, real cheap, and if you don't want to do that, maybe have a buddy that you have, just, I don't know, getting a trailer hook, having that back hook have that trailer accent on it, whether it be feathers, an emulator flash, or marabou, whatever you want to do. The idea is, it draws a lot more attention. There's a lot more action on the back of that hook, and a lot of times when those fish come up to inspect it, they're nosing up on that hook. It's amazing how fast a fish can race up, to a crankbait or a jerkbait, especially a Flap Slap, and not, actually get the hook. So that's incredible. That always amazes me. These are worth every penny, guys. They're one of the better crankbait / jerkbaits on the market. They're not talked about enough, and a lot of that's on purpose. But some of my favorite colors: GP Spawn Killer, North Carolina Gill, Alabama Gill, Evening Gill, GLX ITO Gill. A lot of gills, but you guys get the point. A lot of good colors out there. These are some of the I'll show you these up close in a minute. These are some of the Japanese JDM versions that I like to get. Some of the stock colors are also phenomenal. Don't be afraid to spend a few bucks. Get a couple of these. They're a little bit pricey. They're worth every penny. As far as line, you guys are going to want to stick with 10, 12, even 14 pound fluorocarbon. As far as a reel, I really like them on the 6.4, 6.6 gear ratio, but you can play around with that. You know, rods. I like a 7 foot. I like it to be a CBR rod. You know, so pretty simple, guys. Get yourself some of these. Start catching more fish real soon.